What if I told you that right now, at this very moment, your body is missing one tiny but critical reflex, and without it, a single ordinary step could send you crashing to the floor, straight to the emergency room, and potentially change your life forever? That is not meant to scare you. That is meant to wake you up. Because the truth is, most people over 70 have no idea this reflex even exists until it is already too late. And here is what makes it even more frustrating. The fix takes less than 2 minutes a day. 2 minutes. And almost nobody in their 70s, 80s, or 90s is doing it. So if the fear of falling or falling again is something that keeps you up at night or makes you hesitant to walk to the kitchen, get up from the couch, or even step outside your front door, then this is the video that is going to change all of that for you. I tested this simple daily exercise on my 76-year-old father for 8 weeks. He had fallen twice in the previous year. He walked with a cane. He held onto walls. After 8 weeks of doing just one simple movement for 2 minutes every morning, he stopped using his cane around the house. His confidence returned, and he told me he finally felt safe on his feet again. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what that exercise is, how to do it, and why it works better than any complicated balance routine. I spent 8 weeks testing this single balance exercise on my father. He is 76. He had fallen twice in the previous year. The first time he tripped over the edge of a rug in his living room. He caught himself with his hands, but it shook him. The second time, he stepped off a curb that was slightly lower than he expected. He went down hard on his knee. Thankfully, nothing broke, but his confidence did. He started walking with a cane. He held onto walls when he walked down the hallway. He stopped going for walks around the neighborhood. He was afraid. I asked his doctor what he should do. The doctor said, "Practice standing on one leg." My father tried. He wobbled. He grabbed the wall. He felt embarrassed. And after a few days, he gave up. Then I found the research. I learned about a tiny but critical reflex in your feet that most people lose as they age. The reflex that makes your toes grip the ground when you start to tip forward. Without it, every step is a gamble. But with it, your body catches itself before you even realize you are falling. I taught my father one simple exercise, 2 minutes every morning. That is it. After 2 weeks, he said, his feet felt more awake. After 4 weeks, he walked to the mailbox without his cane. After 8 weeks, he walked around the block. He stopped holding onto walls. He stopped being afraid. One exercise, 2 minutes a day. That is all it took. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to do it. But first, let me ask you something. Do you hold on to walls or furniture when you walk? Do you shuffle your feet instead of picking them up? Do you feel unsteady when you stand up from a chair? Have you fallen in the past year or come close? Do you avoid walking on uneven ground or in the dark? If you answered yes to any of these, your fall prevention reflex may be fading, and the good news is, you can rebuild it. Here is what most people do not understand about falling. Most people think that falls happen because of weak legs or bad balance, and those things matter. But there is something deeper, something that happens before your legs even have a chance to react. It is a reflex in your feet. Here is how it works. When you start to tip forward even just a little, the small muscles in your feet and toes are supposed to activate instantly. Your toes grip the ground. They create traction. They pull your body back to center. This happens automatically, before your brain even registers that you are off balance. That is your body's natural fall prevention reflex. You were born with it. You used it as a child when you learned to stand and walk. You used it as a young adult without even thinking about it. But here is what happens over decades. If you spend most of your time in cushioned shoes, on flat, predictable surfaces, and never challenge your feet, those small muscles weaken. The nerves become less responsive. The reflex starts to fade. It does not happen overnight. It happens slowly, over years. One day you tip forward just a little, and your toes do not grip. Your body does not correct. You stumble. You catch yourself on the wall. You think nothing of it. But the reflex is getting weaker, and eventually you tip forward and nothing catches you. You fall. A study from the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy found that foot muscle weakness is a major predictor of falls in older adults. Another study from the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that seniors who performed daily toe-gripping exercises reduced their fall risk by 34% in just 8 weeks. Now let me show you the one simple exercise that rebuilds this reflex. I call it the toe lean. It is the most important movement in this entire routine, and it takes less than 2 minutes a day. Here is how to do it safely. First, find what I call a safety corner. That is the corner of a room where two walls meet. Stand facing into the corner. The walls should be right in front of you on both sides. If you tip forward, the walls are there to catch you. You can also place a sturdy chair just in front of you within arm's reach for extra safety. Never do this exercise in socks on a hard floor. Socks on smooth surfaces are one of the most common causes of slips. Go barefoot if you can. Barefoot is actually ideal for balance training because it maximizes the sensory feedback your brain gets from the ground. If you cannot go barefoot, wear shoes with a non-slip sole. Now stand with your feet close together. Not touching, but only a few inches apart. Keep your back straight, chin up, shoulders relaxed. Now gently lean your entire body forward from your ankles. Imagine you are a single plank tipping forward. Do not bend at your hips. Keep everything straight. As you lean, you will feel your toes begin to grip the floor. That is the reflex waking up. Before you tip so far that you have to step forward, let those toes pull you back to center. That is 1 repetition. Do 10 repetitions in a row. Then rest. Repeat this 3 to 4 times throughout the day. That is it. 2 minutes total. The entire day. Once this feels easy, you can make it harder. Hold a light weight against your chest, just 2 or 3 pounds. That will make your toes work significantly harder. You can also move your feet closer together. The closer your feet are, the harder your toes have to work to keep you stable. Why does this simple movement work so well? Because it directly trains the reflex that prevents falls. Every time you lean forward and let your toes grip, you are sending a signal to your nervous system. This muscle is important. Keep it active. Your body responds. The nerve pathways strengthen. The muscles wake up. And within weeks, that reflex starts to fire automatically again, without you thinking about it. Now let me tell you about the 5 other exercises that complete the fall prevention routine. You do not need to do all of them at once. Start with the toe lean. Master it. Then add the others one at a time. Exercise 2. Weight shifting side to side. Most falls do not just happen forward. They also happen when you shift your weight sideways, reaching for something, stepping to the side, or turning around. This exercise trains your body to control exactly that kind of movement. Stand behind a sturdy chair. Place both hands lightly on the back for support. Feet hip-width apart, back straight. Slowly shift your weight to your right foot. Lift your left foot just slightly off the ground, barely an inch. Hold for 3 seconds. Then slowly shift back to center. Now shift your weight to your left foot. Lift your right foot. Hold for 3 seconds. That is 1 repetition. Do 10 repetitions on each side. The key here is to move slowly and with full control. You are not just balancing. You are teaching your hips, ankles, and core to communicate with each other in real time. As you get stronger, try doing this with only 1 fingertip on the chair. Then eventually, no hands at all. Exercise 3. Heel to toe walk. This one mimics the exact kind of walking that trips people up most often. Narrow paths, hallways, stepping carefully around objects. It is sometimes called the tandem walk, and it is one of the best ways to train dynamic balance, which is your balance while you are actually moving. Find a hallway or a clear space along a wall. Place 1 hand on the wall if you need support to start. Place your right foot directly in front of your left foot so that the heel of your right foot is touching, or almost touching, the toes of your left foot. Then bring your left foot forward in the same way. Heel to toe, heel to toe. Take 10 steps forward like this. Then turn around carefully and take 10 steps back. That is 1 set. Do 2 sets. Focus on looking straight ahead, not down at your feet, because in real life, you need your balance system to work while your eyes are focused on where you are going, not where your feet are landing. This is harder than it sounds, and that is exactly the point. Exercise 4. Standing marches. When you trip over something, a rug, a step, a crack in the sidewalk, your body needs to lift your foot quickly and high enough to clear the obstacle. If your hip flexors are weak and your lifting reflex is slow, that is when a stumble becomes a fall. Standing marches directly target this. Stand tall behind your chair. Place your hands lightly on the back for support. Slowly lift your right knee up toward your chest as high as you comfortably can without leaning your upper body backward. Hold for 2 seconds at the top. Then lower it slowly back to the floor. Repeat on the left side. That is 1 repetition. Do 10 repetitions on each side. The movement should be slow and controlled on both the way up and the way down. Do not rush. The lowering phase is just as important as the lifting phase because it builds the eccentric muscle control that keeps you stable when your foot lands back on the ground. As this gets easier, try doing it without holding the chair at all. Keep your arms out to the sides for balance instead. Exercise 5. Clock reaches. This exercise is one of the best for training what is called multi-directional balance, your ability to reach, stretch, and move in different directions without losing your footing. Think about all the times in a day you reach for something. The top shelf, the coffee pot, a grandchild. Each of those moments is a balance challenge. Stand behind your chair. Place your right hand lightly on the back. Imagine you are standing in the center of a clock face on the floor. Slowly extend your left leg forward to 12 o'clock. Tap your toes lightly on the floor. Return to center. Now reach out to 9 o'clock, straight to the left side. Return. Now reach back to 7 o'clock, behind you and slightly to the left. Return, that is 1 round. Do 3 rounds on the left leg, then switch. Hold the chair with your left hand and use your right leg to reach toward 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 5 o'clock. Keep your standing legs slightly bent the entire time and your back straight. This exercise builds single leg stability, hip strength, and the ankle control that prevents sideways falls, all at the same time. Exercise 6. Sit to stand without using your hands. This one surprises a lot of people. Getting up from a chair is one of the highest risk moments for a fall for anyone over 70. And yet, most people never specifically practice it. This exercise does double duty. It builds leg strength and trains your balance simultaneously, making it one of the most practical things you can do to stay safe in everyday life. Sit near the front edge of a sturdy chair. Your feet flat on the floor, about hip-width apart. Cross your arms over your chest. This removes the temptation to push off with your hands. Lean your upper body slightly forward from the hips, nose over toes. Then push through your heels to stand up slowly and with control. Once you are fully upright, pause for 2 seconds. Then slowly lower yourself back down to sitting. Do not drop onto the chair. Control the entire downward movement. That is 1 repetition. Start with 8 repetitions. If this is too difficult without using your hands at first, that is completely fine. Place your hands on your thighs for light assistance. Gradually use them less and less over time. The goal is to eventually get up and down with full control and no arm support at all. Now let me tell you about the 5 most common mistakes people make with balance exercises. Mistake number 1. Doing exercises in socks on a hard floor. Socks on smooth surfaces are slippery. A slip during a balance exercise can cause a fall. Always go barefoot or wear non-slip shoes. Mistake number 2. Holding your breath. When you concentrate, it is natural to hold your breath. But holding your breath increases tension and reduces oxygen to your muscles. Breathe normally. Exhale as you move. Inhale as you return. Mistake number 3. Looking down at your feet. Your balance system needs your eyes to look where you are going. When you look down, you confuse your brain. Look straight ahead. Trust your feet. Mistake number 4. Rushing the movement. Speed is not your friend. Fast movements use momentum instead of muscle control. Slow down. Each movement should take 2 to 3 seconds. Control is everything. Mistake number 5. Doing all the exercises at once, then quitting for the week. Consistency is more important than intensity. It is better to do the toe lean for 2 minutes every day than to do the full routine once a week. Start small. Be consistent. Now let me answer the 5 most common questions people ask about preventing falls with exercise. Question 1. How long until I see results? Most people notice improved confidence within 1 week, reduced wobbling within 2 weeks, significant improvement in balance within 4 to 6 weeks. Be patient. Your reflex took years to fade. It will take weeks to rebuild. Question 2. What if I have already fallen? Start with the toe lean only. Use a safety corner. Keep a chair nearby. Go very slowly. If you have had a recent fall that caused injury, talk to your doctor before starting any exercise program. Question 3. Can I do these exercises if I use a walker or cane? Yes, keep your walker or cane nearby. Use it for support. The goal is to maintain the function you have and gradually improve. You do not need to do the exercises without your mobility aid. Question 4. How many times per day should I practice? The toe lean can be done 3 to 4 times per day. The other exercises can be done once per day. Spread them throughout the day. Even 30 seconds here and there adds up. Question 5. Do I need to do all 6 exercises? No. Start with the toe lean. That is the most important one. Add the others as you feel ready. Even doing just the toe lean every day will reduce your fall risk significantly. Now let me give you a practical 10-step protocol to stop falls for good. Step 1. Find your safety corner. The corner of a room where 2 walls meet. Clear the area of any clutter. Step 2. Go barefoot or wear non-slip shoes. Never do balance exercises in socks. Step 3. Stand facing the corner, feet close together. Place a sturdy chair within arm's reach. Step 4. Do the toe lean. Lean forward from your ankles. Let your toes grip. Pull back. Repeat 10 times. Step 5. Rest for 30 seconds. Do another set of 10. Aim for 3 to 4 sets throughout the day. Step 6. Once the toe lean feels easy, add weight shifting side to side. 10 repetitions each side behind a chair. Step 7. Add the heel to toe walk. 10 steps forward, 10 steps back, along a wall. Do 2 sets. Step 8. Add standing marches. 10 repetitions on each leg, holding the chair. Step 9. Add clock reaches. 3 rounds on each leg, holding the chair. Step 10. Add sit to stands. 8 repetitions. Arms crossed, no hands. Let me quickly recap the 6 exercises, the 5 mistakes, the 5 questions, and the 10 steps. The 6 exercises: toe lean, foundation, rebuilds reflex, weight shifting, sideways, stability, heel to toe walk, dynamic balance, standing marches, hip flexors, obstacle clearance, clock reaches, multi-directional balance, sit to stands, leg strength plus practical fall prevention. The 5 mistakes: socks on hard floor, holding breath, looking down, rushing, inconsistent practice. The 5 questions: timeline, wicks, recent falls, start slow, consult doctor, Walker Lane, use them. Frequency: toe lean 3-4 a day, others 1 day. All 6 exercises. Start with toe lean only, the 10 steps. Safety corner, barefoot, facing corner, toe lean 10 reps, rest and repeat. Add weight shifts. Add heel to toe walk. Add standing marches. Add clock reaches. Add sit to stands. Here is the truth that most doctors will not tell you. The reason seniors fall is not because their legs are weak, though that matters. It is not because their balance is bad, though that matters too. The reason seniors fall is because a tiny reflex in their feet has fallen asleep. And when that reflex is asleep, your body cannot correct itself in the split second before a fall, but that reflex can be woken up. It does not take months. It does not require expensive equipment. It takes 2 minutes a day of a simple movement called the toe lean. My father is proof. He went from holding onto walls and walking with a cane to walking around the block. He went from being afraid to step off a curb to confidently striding across a parking lot. He went from feeling like a burden to feeling independent again, all from one exercise. 2 minutes a day. 8 weeks. If this video changed how you see fall prevention, hit like so. Winds of Thought can bring you more science of the body you inhabit. And comment below. Will you try the toe lean tomorrow morning? Type, I am starting tomorrow, and share your age. Your feet have been waiting to wake up. Start tomorrow. Says this video to someone who needs to hear it. Your parent who holds onto walls. Your friend who stopped walking because they are afraid of falling. Your neighbor who uses a cane but has strong lungs. Their feet are not broken. Their reflex just needs to wake up. You do not need complicated balance routines. You do not need expensive equipment. You need a corner, bare feet, and 2 minutes a day. Start tomorrow. Your safety is waiting.